Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. If you have been here before, I appreciate you all tuning in, stopping by to see what it is I have to share today. And I have quite the pileup, so I'm going to do my best to make my way through it. And I want to say that these messages may or may not resonate with you because, as I confessed in the last videos, this seems to be messages for a specific person or a few people that are connected to a particular brand or organization, political party. There's more than one people involved here because I still have something more to say about dominoes, and I hope it's the last time I have to say anything about dominoes. Okay, but I think I'm going to call this video Imaginary Players. Since we're speaking of domino players, I'm giving my take on how I believe dominoes should be approached, meaning do not sit at the table if you haven't played before or if you want to be taken seriously or have a serious game. This game is for serious players only. If you are on that level of mastery, I guess, okay, for lack of a better word at this time. But I want for you to imagine or follow me as I attempt to walk you through what I imagine um, dominoes to play out if I were playing. Okay, I think that will be better than, well, I will read what I have written down, but it's so much. And I'm like, I'm not going through this again. Okay. And I think me just walking myself through it will be a better, what do you call that? Picture for everyone who tunes in to see. Okay, so bear with me. And for those who are new here and will watch this video later, because I know I have a solid 7 and I love y'all so much. Okay, my top 7 who watch the videos and watch it to the end. Okay, so I know that there are a select few who are following along and will probably get the picture right away. But for those who are just joining the channel, once the channel is on, everything is relevant. Okay, like sometimes it might appear that I'm blurting something out, uttering something inconsiderately, but trust and believe that that is significant to the message and to somebody somewhere out there, anywhere, anybody. Okay, also I get a lot of messages through songs as well. Certain lyrics will apply to the message, certain quotes from popular people where you will be able to ascertain information or just grasp what it is I'm trying to convey here. Okay, the messages, they come in manifold ways, and sometimes it's deliberately chopped up, or I might come off as being a little ditzy or aloof. All right, and sometimes I talk to my Lord like, why do you have me acting like this when I'm a better speaker? Okay, not bragging or anything, but when I watch back the videos, I'm like, why am I talking like that? Why am I stuttering? Why am I using the wrong words? And, but everything is by choice, everything is by design, and the message has to be delivered this way for who it's for them to understand it. Okay, they will understand, I guess, what will be considered a gimmick, or I don't know, but I am told to start off this way to just set the stage of where this is going, because I think this play is about to wrap up. Okay, wink, wink. And I have to finish the messages, and I wish I could be a little bit more direct, but I can't, because doing so could possibly incriminate me. Doing so could even be considered some sort of aiding and abetting, or me tipping off possible suspects in a crime, or letting them know that something cometh towards them. So I have to be extremely careful with this free speech of mine, okay? But again, I am summoned to share what has been revealed to me. And I must obey. I must obey, but I also must be wise. Okay? So hopefully this message gets to whoever it needs to get to in time. And let me see if I have a little scarf here. I don't want any slip ups. Okay? I don't want any slip ups. So let me be careful with my covering or a cover up. Maybe I should go get a cover up, since I realize there's a pause feature on the phone. So give me one moment, because we don't want this to happen. Okay? Wow, that is amazing. I am back. Where did I leave off? Yes, the cover up. Glad I have it. However, I want to just contextualize everything that I have said so far by stating these are my opinions, these are my rantings, okay? This is my imagination. This is all allegedly until proven otherwise, okay? So, just want to put that out there, put everything in context. So somebody needs to take a pause and think, could there possibly be a cover up here? Okay? Perhaps some things need to be put in context. Okay? Battery low. That's what I just heard on my headphones because I was listening to music. I didn't write down any songs in this moment, but I think I wrote down something earlier. We'll see when I put my glasses on, get to the notes. But that's what I just heard. Battery low. And like I said, everything that occurs while I'm channeling is relevant. Someone's battery is low. Okay? And this could be battery on life, your life force going down. This could be your actual cell phone or any gadget, any device. This could be time, because a lot of things about time came out in previous readings. So somebody needs to realize the time by pausing, almost stopping time for a moment before they carry on, because there's some kind of cover up. I want to get into the dominoes thing and just get that out the way, because I have one domino here staring at me, and nothing is a coincidence, at least not with me, not with my walk with the Lord, okay? Because Jesus walks with me, and it's a blessing. It doesn't always feel like that, but I know overall it's a blessing. So my daughter was playing and, in my opinion, making a mess, but she's very artful, playful, creative. So I let her do her thing. And of course, when it comes time for tidying up, she admits, I'm feeling lazy right now. So I have to do the cleanup job. Okay? I'm the cleanup man here, woman. So while I was tidying stuff up and just sweeping a little, I came across this one domino, and it's out the ordinary, but it's fitting to the theme of dominoes, because my daughter found a little small traveling size pack of dominoes, and I'm teaching her the game, and her and her brother and we play, and I win. Sometimes I allow them to win. Sometimes I just win even when I don't try to. Sometimes I'm like, I'm not going to let them win because they're my kids, But I'm really surprised at how good my daughter is at the game. And I don't even think she puts much thought into it, because she's young. She's under 10. And she beats her brother, I hope he doesn't watch this and feel offended, but this is the truth, okay? Not all the time. He wins. He has his wins. And he has his struck of luck. He has his winning streak. We all do. Okay, but truth of the matter, I'm the most experienced at the game, of course, and I decide who's going to win based on my experience at the game. You know, I could rig the game if I wanted to. I could zone out while playing. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I watch something in the background when I'm not really in the mood to play, but they're my kids, so, you know, I'm not going to deny them that quality time. But we played a round of dominoes just the other day, and then I started getting messages of dominoes. So I'm getting the message, and I hope whoever these messages are for gets the message, because I feel like these messages are running out, like time is of the essence, or I feel like it's imperative that I document these videos and share these messages, and there's some kind of paper trail or evidence for some reason. So even if it's just 7 people watching, that's all the people I need. You know, that's all the support I need. And I appreciate you, like I said, okay? And for those that will eventually come later, don't feel no way. But I have to give credit where credit is due. So let's jump into it, because this is all housekeeping, okay? Setting the stage, like I said, to get into lots of information. I sweep up or come across this domino, and I'm like, what are the odds that it will be the number 9? And 9 has been prevalent in the messages, and 9 is judgment for me. I have my own codex or index of how I do my thing here, you know, my spiritual practice, how, you know, me and my Lord work our operation. So I know that this is a connection, okay? A connection is being made here. You know, 9 means something. Domino board means something. So let me get into the domino message so we could close it out once and for all. So I might close my eyes so I could actually walk myself through it, like I said. And please follow along. I'll try to give you the short version because we're already 12 minutes in. And I hope this one doesn't have to be a long one like all the others, okay? But I'm not going to rush it. Maybe I'll just try not to get to the end and start another video. We shall see. I guess we shall see. So yes, this is about the domino. When I play dominoes, I'm always excited to play. I've been playing for a while, and I've been playing with some good players, and I even would consider somebody one of the best. Not going to say who it is, okay? So I played with some skillful people, all right? And what I've learned is the domino game starts before you actually pull your dominoes and the first card is on the board. The domino game starts with seating, okay? The first person will sit, grab a seat. The person who chooses to sit directly across from them generally likes them or likes what they see, or they are friendly, okay? Because they don't mind the eye contact, okay? The person who sits to your right will possibly have it out for you, a friendly grudge. You know, they want an opportunity to stick it to you because it's the person before you who will get the chance to make you pass, okay? So whoever runs to get that seat, depending if you sit first, okay, or if you're like the main player, the most powerful player on the board, the one who's known as the champion, okay, the one who is in control of the board. The person who sits to your right possibly doesn't like you too much, okay? And this is just in my opinion and my imagination. If I was playing a serious domino game with people who know me, who knows that I'm a player, who thinks they know my game, how I move, okay? This is the seating, okay? Or this is a strategy in my mind. If I were to go into a tournament, go into a boardroom, Seating matters, position matters, okay, in my mind. So whoever sits at your right, because dominoes goes clockwise, okay? I guess it, yeah, yeah, most of the time. I guess who you play with. They're the one who has a little bit of power over you, a little bit of leverage, because their move could affect your move. But if you're a really skillful player, calculated, strategic, good judgment, experience, you know, you'll be able to predict, you know, certain probabilities of what that person has in their hand and try to flex your power to control it. Okay, it's not easy. Okay, based on position. Okay, the person who sits to your left is probably the least experienced on the board. Okay, they're probably just taking the seat because the seat is available. All right, they probably don't care whether they win or lose, to be honest. Okay, they just want to play for playing sake. All right, that's why the one who's across from you is your partner if you're not playing cutthroat. And I said something about cutthroat before, saying even when you're in a partnership playing dominoes, you still have a cutthroat mentality because you want to win the game. You don't want to let your partner down. But you also have to realize you cannot be so cutthroat to where you want to block everybody, including your partner. Your partner doesn't get to play because your moves are just so forceful and braggadocious. Okay, you are aware of the power that you possess, the experience that you have. You think you know all the players as well. Okay, so you're dominant on the board. And your partner will probably take a little less dominant role. Let's not use the S word because if males are watching, I know they don't like to be submissive, okay? But somebody always has to take that role in a partnership. So your partner, depending on who's the better player, is going to take that role and depend on you, not only to do your best, make your best move, your best plays, okay? To use your mind, to read the board, read each player, all that. But your partner also wants to be included in the game, included in the play, okay? A part of the team, a part of the win, okay? So there could be some animosity between the person in front of you if you're playing in pairs. If they get blocked out or locked out, they don't get to play anymore.